the B side because the information you find is so late that he pretty much has to ping a couple of heads here to even have a chance. Now, we've seen some excellent pistol retakes coming out from Renegades. The Whites didn't just look to try and trade. He made sure that he was ready and waiting. Now, they do have the smokes going down, the incendiary to force out Yugi. We've got Nico already managing to trade one back, and Config not quite able to connect just yet. It's actually Nico doing all of the work. In fact, he's found 3-4 kills. What a pistol from him. And well, there we go from Config just to end it.
Made, and I like this because Renegades can easily get overwhelmed with all the utility coming out.
Ready. Nico will be there to open things up, and the site has just been opened up within a matter of seconds. OpTic, even more for Config at least. He doesn't have much to lose. He's got his MP5. Could be trying to peek back in here. Cajun also looking to try the trades, but it isn't going to happen. Liaz at least managing to hold onto his rifle and make a little bit of extra money. And, well, 4-0 already for OpTic over on the T side. They're going to be feeling pretty confident. Heavily dedicated over towards Banana. So it looks like it is going to be a push in here now. Nice start from Jacob already. Manages one. Config trying to rectify things, and his team have managed to find the kills. The clock beginning to tick a little bit low, and they've got to be careful of the players around this arch side. Config is going to be caught out by Azza. The bomb, however, will be able to cross, but they've still got a good chance in this retake.
Oh, Liaz in the smoke. How has Cajun not spotted him? His legs just sticking out. Cajun finally seeing that angle, and he takes the kill. Without a flashbang to get Renegades in or a smoke to cover up the pit, they are just lambs to the slaughter, and slaughter they will be.
It's a very, very costly strategy, and also one that doesn't really do too well when it comes to retake.
Oh, but that's such a fantastic start. JKS is taking down Yugi, trying to go quick up that Banana his position, and I wouldn't be surprised if they Molotov it.
Here come the smokes, the nades, the Molotovs will be going out. They have denied a little bit of space. JKS is going to be forced out of the angle. Liaz goes aggressive, sprays down two before being traded. JKS will miss a shot, however, but he has spotted his opponent nonetheless. Cajun now set up on the angle. If he peeks the wrong spot here, could be a problem, but the flashbang that's thrown in is actually excellent, and there's so much time being bought for the rotation to come in. Oh. Nice work from JKS at the back, and he buys enough time that the rotation will be there from his teammates. 5-1.
To push up Banana early on. JKS Molotov may force Config out into the open. He does. He might even get a kill for that. Unfortunately, nearly. JKS down to 13 HP. A whiffed smoke is going to force Renegades out of the Banana as they cannot control that position any longer.
Very difficult for the T side if they don't take any arch control, which at the moment it doesn't look like they're going to. They're bursting straight out towards the apartment. Snappy still manages to find the opener, but will they expect there to still be two players here? Again, the rotation already coming in. Molotov's going to be thrown onto the site. Nico up above manages to spot out his opponent, but does meet his doom. Is Snappy again, though, and Gratisfaction is still just waiting here on the site. Utility now been mostly expended for the T side, and while that, in fact, is it, Yugi left with just one Molotov, but the peeking from Cajun B is excellent, and JKS so low on HP, they may actually have to just opt out of this round. Still, Liaz looking for a play, but Yugi will put him down, and it is going to be another bounce back. The same scenario we had in the previous map for their team, but that's not really saying very much. They've got 5 kills apiece.
Yeah,
so.
it's only been B. No surprise they're top fragging. They've been the only players seeing anything.
Gratisfaction off to a very slow start, but we'll see. Liaz looking for the spray through. Config is going to go down once again. Oh. JKS will be quickly closed out, though. Liaz falls within seconds, and although a rotation has come in from Gratisfaction, I feel like Renegades' rotations, they're just a little bit off. Like, they're not playing too many gambles.
Giving OpTic far too much respect. Hopefully we can get back into the game here, as I think it is live. There, it's been a fast A play here from OpTic. Cajun has found an entry, but Gratisfaction, he's dropped the bomb on the ground here on short. This is going to get very, very hot and heavy now for OpTic. If Gratisfaction can follow up, and he does with a pistol, a lot of damage, but no frag to Snappy. Again, another round where Renegades are forced out. Yugi's even going to catch that rotation. Proactive, get in the face of OpTic, because right now, Renegades are giving them all the room money. I mean, they were just on the edge of things. Some players around the 4K mark. Oh, that's a nice start. Jacob does push apartments, and he'll go to play with. Won't be able to fall back out. Sorry, he won't be able to fall back out actually, because he's actually peeked back into balcony and taken a second kill. Renegades being proactive, and what a surprise, Tom. It's actually having some success. The problem is B is open, and Config has taken that with both hands, grasping onto the site. The smoke in CT cuts off Liaz, and while he sprays away, he can't stop Config from taking control. Jacob is doing a one-man army over on A, but Config's doing the same on the other side.
You're going to be boosted up, just looking for that man in towards The CT spot doesn't manage to connect the shot and is actually caught out because of it. It will be left onto Config. Doesn't expect the second, but he finds it anyway. Almost manages to do it alone as he takes 4 kills. But the fact is, but with the 2 players in the pit, I think they're going to have a nasty time. Nade also adding a little bit of extra damage. Liaz about to be pressured on towards Arch, and he will be able to fade back through the smoke, not wanting to give anything up just yet, but he's found by Config through the smoke. 20 seconds left on the clock, though. The T's, they have to get moving, and there's still 3 players on this site. Make it 2. Jacob in the pit. Gratifaction finds another, and Jacob's there once again. They just don't have any time. They need to go running in towards the site, and Snappy now left all on his own. Will at least be able to remove Gratifaction, but it makes absolutely no difference. There is no time on the clock, and he will die, so at least gets a little bit of extra loss bonus.
The A side of the map when they went for the retake on B, where Azza won the 1v1 clutch versus Config. So yeah, a lot of situations been getting away with. Again, this peek down banana with the AWP, but this time OpTic, they don't go for a quick push up. Yugi's on the angle, and he's hitting his shots as well. He's not been needed to style off this map, which has been nice. Again, it is the T side of Inferno, not a map for AWPers on this half. Oh, baby. But there's Yugi coming to life.
Gratisfaction in there to try and defend it. A little bit of aggression coming out, and that may actually be a problem, although great timing by Jacob. However, Config's so quick to trade things back. Azza trying for the double. Yugi left with the AWP, definitely not the best gun to trade it with. And Azza's trying to do this all on his own. He will be caught by Nico, but he's given Gratisfaction a chance.
So has really come back to haunt them. 10-3.
Play the rest of the team on the anti-eco in towards this B site. Config looking to lead the charge once again. Great flashbang and Molotovs, and wow, that just makes things very, very easy for the star of the show.
Config has been ridiculous this tournament. Off the top of my head, say the youngest player in this event as well. So Config, he's been playing out of his mind, and this round is no exception. 2 kills up on that B bomb site. Nico even catching rotations, and that's the AWP dropped as well. That's a big loss for Renegades. They definitely wanted to hold on to that for the last round of the half. I mean, they ecoed for that round, Tom, and now they're not even going to have that AWP, so a bit of a shame to see. Oh, okay. Azza killing his teammate. Doesn't make things any easier either, and he's even going to be caught by this wrap from Nico, potentially. He might just hold on to a CZ in the spawn, but...
Looking like it may be challenged here for the CT side, although the Molotov is going to hold them back, and Config's actually going to go darting through the smoke, looking for that opener, and he finds it as well. Yugi will be the one to take the brunt of the damage.
Fraxes and North, and then the only exception to that rule was NATO and Percy on the side of Sprout. That's a nice nade though from Azza. Liaz as well getting a kill in the meantime. Gratisfaction, he's going to take one down in middle with the AWP. So out of the apartments, and Gratisfaction has his back turned, so he needs it to be covered. Jacob is going to hit the shot. Nico nading close will give away his position, and Gratisfaction holding back passive as well. He should have this kill. The Molotov does actually make him reposition at the back of this site. Now he's going to get the final frag. 2 kills for him, 4 rounds for Renegades.
Aggression from Nico.
This is ridiculous. They spot like 2 players in Banana, and Nico's already coming in through the back line before Renegades have even thrown the nades. Oh, he's going to have complete control of Banana, but he misses his shot. Luckily enough, he still sets himself up for the retake, and his teammates are going to be able to find a couple of kills on this B bomb site. Nico quickly coming in on that flank. Gratisfaction watches for the boost, though, and that will be an important kill because it's pulled it back into the 3-on-2 with OpTic Gaming players split, 1 per Banana, 1 in the spawn.
Yugi has a chance for rounding the corner. Now Liaz is going to be holding the angle on towards that banana spot. Should be a kill coming in at least, but it will be left all onto Nika to try and clutch this out. There was never a kit in play, but it won't make a difference anyway. All my guesses are right in onto OpTic at the moment. Lots of utility used though, and Config's almost dead within the first few seconds of this round. A little bit of a bonus thrown in from the T side.
At least Renegades have worked their way up short here, so they can go for the execute and have a very quick push round. Nico going to smoke himself off in the pit, and Yugi's fully flashed, so this AWP is only going to become a shotgun the closer they come, but Yugi is so good up close. 2 kills from him, not going to be able to find the third, but his job is done. Cajun's even joined the scoreboard as well on this side, as now OpTic are in a 4v2. That plant coming in, but JKS is still above the balcony, and Nico's in the pit, so he needs to get rid of him right now, and he does exactly that.
And look at the HP of the remaining players, everybody low on the OpTic Gaming side. You almost have to wonder if this is worth going for now. Just based off having the man advantage, you'd feel that they would be going for this one. JKS has to be very careful. He should have the kill onto Config, as a sort of freebie. He's just going to walk in behind him. I like this. Just trying to play with his food a little bit. He's got to be careful, though, because there is a man still pushing in through the apartments. The bomb ticking quite fast. He will be able to take down one. Snappy just going to be waiting, and eventually the bomb will be going off.
Only on a pistol, so he's just going to be playing that bait role. We've got the Molotov in the corner. Snappy, oh, he's going to be sectioned off from his entire team, but he does get a kill away, and a double from Snappy. No way he's made this work. Flashbang going to be going out as well, and as is fully blind, this is where Config can move in and try and join the party. And there are somehow 3 kills for OpTic, to no frags back from Renegades.
The players still just waiting over towards that A side of the map. Smokes will come down. We can already see the rotation beginning. Config trying to lurk around, spray through. It's actually going to be the T side to turn things back into a 4 versus 2. Config just waiting around the smoke as well, and he's going to be met by Liaz, just slowly turning things back. Cajun-B, I think he knows that he's just got to hit the headshots here. Smoke going to be going in on towards the site. Waiting patiently will be JKS. And what was such a prominent chance, a strong position, quickly turns into a win for Renegades. A great turnaround. Kassad with his hands in the air.
Peter, Snappy or Cajun, depending on the moment. Yugi maybe going for this pick down apartments as well. He's already been taken down. Liaz is at the bottom of second mid, holding for that push. And Yugi got instantly removed. So again, another pick for Renegades. And this is kind of what we hope for. Even with OpTic putting pressure on this CT side, Renegades are able to stay alive and continue to do damage. The problem is Config pushes down, and Azza fires back. Great shot above the wall. Snappy still keeping things in check for OpTic with an AWP kill, but Azza is firing on all cylinders. And he's found both frags up on this B site, forcing the rotation from Cajun. He has got the bomb, so has to be very careful he doesn't go down, but it's going to be an A play after all.
Oh, no. Just throwing in a little bit of utility. You can see Cajun will be hunting and pretty much relays the information to his teammate. Is he going to get the timing? I think they may have already gone past his spot. Nice nade out from Nico, though. That's so much damage done, and he's going to be looking over the top of the smoke, spotting these players. Double Molotov and both completely wasted. Now Cajun coming in from behind, looking to try and finish this off. He almost manages to get rid of Liaz. And to see if he rotates through that mid spot. It's clear that that's not happening.
Oh, no.
Steps are made. As around the corner, that's already 1 to his name, and Liaz doesn't have any utility to do anything here. He's just going to tap the bomb, try and bait him in, and Nico wins himself the clutch. A round that probably shouldn't have been after the early battles, but the fact is OpTic, they're on the board once again.
5-round streak on the T side to begin things, but even so, it's the same story for OpTic. Lots of utility down Banana. Things are getting hot and heavy on this B bomb site. That nade's going to chunk Gratisfaction very, very bad. And even the Molotov, oh no, it's going to kill him. Snappy completely overwhelms him with that utility.
Blind, leave him without any vision whatsoever. Flashbang already going to be going out, and he's looking to just try and push back towards the site. He's got Config to try and support him, but already Yugi finds a first, a second as well on the site. Looking to try and do it alone. He will be taken down eventually, but Config has been given time to sneak through the smoke, and he does it again as well. Fool me once, fool me twice. Config found them both.
Still looking great for OpTic because of that strong CT side, right? If this was far more equal in the first half, Renegades could certainly win this map, but they are going to need some big effort in this round to keep this thing going. Nice nades again. Jacob down to just 38 points of health. Config pushing, pressure from the bottom, and that allows Jacob to peek out wide. Even spots a second player there, but Snappy going to win the duel. Again, keeping up his high kill count, 21 for the captain of OpTic. He will eventually fall back as we get into a 3-on-3, and Renegades are not giving up this pressure on Banana.
B once again. 40 seconds left on the clock as the utility begins to be thrown. Snappy is ready and waiting on the site, but he doesn't have any support, so he needs to at least get himself a kill, and nothing will go his way. It is Azza to open up the site, and the CT side may even just have to make the decision here to try and save what they've got.
This game was extremely dominant at one point. It was, what, 8-1, 9-1? For OpTic, and they've lost the first player, or they've been traded. They've never peeked apps, gotten the frag, and fallen back safely. It's always been a trade. So Renegades, you know, you've got to commend them for actually keeping that in an equal scenario and not letting OpTic run away with an early man advantage through that apps week. This time it's 3 players on B, but maybe not even needed because Config's already won that duel. Actually, Azza just going through with no flashbang, and they Molotov after Azza goes down. If you're going to go for that kind of push, Molotov first, flash your teammate in. You can't go for those crazy solo plays in a round like this when it's 14-10 and you could just be reset. Because that's what happens to Renegades money if they lose this round. They're back to $1,400 loss bonus. Things can fall apart here. Config is not satisfied with just a single kill. and he gets a little bit more information. Again, they section him off with the Molotov, but he's got his own utility to bail him out.
Oh, they are going to catch him once again. The aggression of Config seems to be one of the problems over towards this B site at the moment. They've got 15 seconds left on this clock to make the play. There's another Molotov here for Nico and a smoke as well. He's just looking to try and burn this clock down as much as possible. Yugi will be on the site already, manages to pick off one. Also looking to try and just drop that bomb. That's all they need to do. And the spray down from Nico finds himself two. He's going to be going for the knife kill. Not going to find anything. And actually, Yugi should be punished for that sort of play. It won't matter in the end. It's a 15th round on the board.
Smoke and a logs push from a CT side this entire game, which is so rare to say on this map. Nice shot from Yugi as well. Plays that pixel in the corner, and Jacob dead already.
Not one to really frown upon already. His opponent being tagged down, and Yugi has come into his own. Definitely playing much more like the Yugi of old, and not really needing to be in any sort of carry either, which is definitely nice to do here. They seem to be sending players back in towards that mid spot. The timing's good, but actually just does damage onto both players, still leaving them exceedingly low, and Config has spotted that they're going to be wrapping around the arch side, and with two players in the pit, this is surely going to be impossible. It is done. OpTic, they have taken this in dominating fashion in the end. It is 18 rounds total for Renegades across the two maps.